Thank you very much. And thanks to you all for being here today and for braving the rain. I think we have an informative and hopefully an exciting talk for you here today. Before we begin, just a quick legal disclaimer. All this is really saying is please use this presentation for informational purposes only. Please do your own due diligence and make your own decisions. A little bit about Roy Ceramics. We were founded in 1994 in Beijing, and now we are publicly listed on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange under the ticker RYSE88. We've traditionally been a ceramics company, and so our target market has been luxury, high-quality sanitary ceramics like toilets and sinks. Our next big project is we're looking to have a smart toilet factory in Germany. On the real estate side, our primary focus is in high-quality residential markets, primarily in Houston, but also in Los Angeles as well. So a little bit about us. You heard from our chairman and our founder earlier, SF Siegfried Lee. We also have our CFO for the group as a whole, Matthias Hermann, who's here today. He's based in Frankfurt, and I'm our CFO for our real estate division in the US, and I'm based in Houston. We also have our board of directors up there as well. So when we first decided to offer an investor visa, we really tried to put ourselves in your shoes and to make it as easy for you as possible. So one of the things that sets our project apart is that we are 100% fully funded. Ourselves and our equity partners have put all of the money necessary for the project into a joint venture company. And we've also received a loan from Goldman Sachs. And so everything is funded. And so saying that, the project has already started, and the project will continue regardless of how today goes or how much capital we raise in the future. Another benefit is that your investment will be protected in an escrow account until your EB-5 petition is approved. We've also done all the legwork for you. We've hired a top economics consulting firm that does this type of work, and they have put together a 100+ page business plan and economic analysis that shows that we've met all of the legal requirements and that the jobs that are necessary for the visa have been met more than 2 times over. So you'll more than meet the legal requirements for this project. We are also a publicly traded company, and so the EB-5 fund will be audited by a CPA firm as well. So that should give you some additional confidence. We've hired an immigration lawyer who will speak momentarily to manage the process for you as well. So the project we're talking about here today is 3300 Main Street. It's located in Houston. It's a 30-story, very high-end residential high-rise, and it's located in what we think is one of the top markets in Houston. So this will target primarily young, high-income rentals or renters. One of the things that we think sets the project apart is its premier location. Houston is the U.S.'s 4th largest city, and we think we're in the best neighborhood for the residential market in what's called the Midtown District, which is a very upscale, highly walkable neighborhood that a lot of people like to live in. And one of the reasons for that is because it's located right between 2 of Houston's largest economic centers. So the downtown area, the Central Business District, is just a mile or 2 north of our site. And that houses many of Houston's Fortune 500 headquarters. Also just south of the site, another couple miles, is the Texas Medical Center, which is the world's largest medical center. And we are right on Main Street, which has the light rail line that connects our property to the 2 business centers. So a little bit about the Midtown area where our project is located is, I think what's really nice about it is it's very accessible to whatever your interests are. So we're right on the rail line there, as you can see. We also, if you're into sports, we have world-class stadiums there, very diverse, great dining and shopping options. We have Midtown Park, which is less than a 5-minute walk, which is just a very nice urban park that's nearby. Like I said, excellent transit options, so really a nice place to be. So these are some demographics around our site. I think the key here is the bottom left statistic. So the median household income for the area is nearly 100,000 US dollars and is only projected to grow. So this is really a high income luxury market that we're trying to capture, and this area does support that. I do want to touch on the competitor properties here. So our property is listed there on the top, and then we have some other luxury high-rises listed here as well. And you can see that we're very comparable as far as unit size and market rent. We might actually be conservative on our rent figures there as well. The current status of the project is that we've begun construction. So we purchased the land a while ago, demolished the building that was previously there. We have a maximum price construction agreement that kind of caps our liability for this project, and that is with a Fortune 500 construction and engineering firm. We also have a loan with Goldman Sachs, and again, all of the financing is committed to the project with an overall budget of $130 million. We began work actually in May. This photo was taken shortly after that, but we're much farther along in construction now. And the construction period should be about 2 years, and then it'll take about another year to get the building fully leased up, and then we'll be ready for an exit opportunity or a refinancing. So we think Houston is a very risk-free or minimal risk place to make a real estate investment, and one of the reasons we think that is that Houston is just a nice place to live, and I think central to that idea is it's a very affordable place to live. It has one of the lowest cost of living among all of the large metros in the nation, and the median, the average single-family home is only 250,000 US dollars. It's also a nice place to be outdoors. It has very mild weather. It almost never freezes and very rarely snows, and it has very green, lush landscapes. And Houston is heavily invested in its urban park system that I think are some of the best in the nation. Houston is also located in Texas, so if you're interested in hunting and fishing, we have a lot of that as well. Houston also is I would consider it an educational center. Houston is home to the University of Houston, which is a very large, very well-funded public research university, a Tier 1 university. Also nearby Houston, in Austin, is the University of Texas, and Texas A&M is also nearby. So also very, very nice, very well-funded research institutions. There's also private universities. So this is actually a photo of Rice University, which is located right next to the medical center in Houston, and it is widely regarded as the Harvard of the South. And there are many other religious universities, Christian universities as well. Houston is the most diverse city in the country, and its dining options reflect that. I always joke with my wife that we can never run out of new restaurants to try. Houston also is an arts and culture center with resident companies in all of their performing arts. We also think Houston and Texas is a very favorable business climate, and that will continue to drive people to the area. Forbes has consistently ranked Texas as one of the best places to do business, and last year was no exception. And I think that's largely due to very low regulations and also low taxes. We think of Houston as truly a global city. One of the things that's nice about it is there's no racial or ethnic majority. It's very diverse, and nearly 1 in 4 residents are foreign-born. It also has the largest export market in the country. So just a couple miles north of our site is what's considered the world's energy capital. So Houston is home to many of the oil and gas jobs throughout the country. Also, just south is the world's largest medical center. It currently has $3 billion in construction projects underway as they're building the third section of the medical center. Houston has seen great economic growth over the last 15 years. From 2000 to 2015, it was #1 in GDP growth, job growth, and population growth. A few basics on the investment that we're offering. We have 55 investment slots available, so we're offering up almost all of our equity in the project. The project does qualify for what's called a target employment area, and so it meets the threshold for a minimum investment of $500,000. A benefit is that your funds will be held in escrow until your EB-5 petition gets approved, and at that point, it's basically just a waiting game until you can get your green card. We will be offering a 1% interest rate over a hold period of 5 years, but we actually do expect the property to be leased up in only 3 years, and so we will explore either a sale of the property or a refinancing shortly after that, and so we should be well ahead of schedule to have funds returned to you. We do have a couple of other opportunities for you. We are building a 215 home development in eastern Los Angeles that will have the same type of process, just on a smaller scale. We are actually building, if you're interested in a place to live in the United States, we're building some very nice, very luxurious single-family homes from the ground up, being designed by premier architects, both in the Houston and Los Angeles areas. So if you're interested in that, please come talk to us as well. So we'll leave our contact information up here. We'll stick around we'll do a Q&A session after this, but we'll stick around for questions for as long as we can as well. Thank you very much for your time.